Hi, this is Meera Gandhi, and welcome to my 5-minute podcast called 3 Tips. In these short podcasts, I share 3 tips on all matters of life and just about every topic or situation imaginable. I like to walk the talk and will share my real life experiences as I give you 3 easy tips to shift closer towards finding answers to things. Today, we'll talk about 3 tips on rebuilding. Nothing is permanent. Instead of fearing this basic truth of the universe, we must embrace it. Nothing is permanent. We have to come to terms with the fact that everything we build will soon need to be rebuilt, especially if it still needs to serve our purpose. This is not a setback, but it's an opportunity to build better. The best example of this that I can pick from my life lessons would be in 2021 when I sold my New York City home and started rebuilding my property upstate. I was going to live here full time, but I was unsure of whether I should spend the money to do it or not. I nonetheless proceeded to renovate my upstate home to the best of my ability, with great attention to function as well as form. As I went about rebuilding my new space with great care, I realized that I was not just rebuilding, but I was rebuilding so much better. Now, when I'm in these new spaces full of light and positive energy and curated to fit my current life and my current family in its current state, I feel marvelous. Hence, I say to you, when you rebuild, rebuild with gusto. The above, of course, is an example of material rebuilding. But we need to constantly rebuild on so many levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, and of course, materially. All of these do not occur at the same time in one's life, though at times they might. But think of rebuilding like the waves of the ocean. They rise high only to break down and rise even higher. Then they become soft and calm. Through it all, they keep advancing and they never stray from their mission. We have so much to learn from waves. After raising my 3 children, I realized in 2021 that they were grown up and it was time for them to move on. While letting go is hard for some parents, I realized that I could continue rebuilding my own dreams. So I went back wholeheartedly and started focusing on a fragrance brand project I started nearly 15 years ago. The idea of rebuilding it has become exciting, and now I am truly passionate about it. I hope you at some point will buy something from my giving line, and I hope to launch it soon. Something I had worked hard on, left, and now I'm rebuilding again. There's always a good time to rebuild. Rebuilding is the most exciting and fundamental part of life. So in conclusion, my 3 tips for rebuilding are: when you rebuild, build it better, build it with even greater awareness, build with gusto. The second, let your passion show. The third, forgo attachment. Don't be attached to the fruits of your labor. Just rebuild it the very best way you can and in the present moment. Here's to you rebuilding in your life stronger and better than ever. Until next time, this is Meera Gandhi and 3 Tips.